Okay, let's go ahead and create another question. Let's call this code 2. So how many surveys have you worked on? And for this one, this is a single choice, so they can't check all that applies. You can only check one choice. So go ahead and click single choice. So unlike a SurveyMonkey, they don't group the multiple choice and the single choice together. So just be aware of that. So what we want is list radio. So you can have an other option, and let's go ahead and just have it say no. So now it says, warning, you need to add answer options. So go ahead and click this. So unlike SurveyMonkey, you actually have to go to another page to create the answer choices, and you have different codes here. So for one of them, it's going to be 0. Let's go ahead and create several different choices. And if you notice, all the codes are different, and just make sure that each of them have a unique code. For example, if we create a bunch of different ones, and now you suddenly create another one here, do you see how both of these say A2? This will cause an error, so just make sure that each of the answer choices have a different code. And go ahead and just edit these. And let's go ahead and click Save Changes. So now let's go ahead and create our third question. And call this code 3. And for this one, we want to have it, you can select multiple choices. So this is the select all that applies option. And as you can see, the example isn't showing properly. And I think you just have to refresh the page and it'll show properly. So let's just do multiple choice with so what I did earlier was actually multiple choice with comments, and this allows you to have to fill in the blank next to each of the choices. And let's go ahead and click Save. And again, you have to create the answer choices for this. So the sub-questions. So for example, these are the creating question. So go ahead and enter all of these different options in. And go ahead and click Save Changes. So let's go ahead and create our fourth question. And this is, what software do you use the most for analysis? So for this question, we want to make it a single choice. So go ahead and click List Radio. And then click Save. So as you remember, I actually edited one of the survey options. So you're probably wondering, what does this little icon do? And over here, you can actually edit each of the answer options, and it shows you kind of a basic word processor. So for what I did was I basically created a link. Then you can also, so you can create a link here. You can do OK. So it's data.com. And you can also include an image if you click here. So click image, and you can both link to an image or you can upload it. So this is great, again, as I explained in the earlier portion, if you want to put a map or you want to put something like a logo. And go ahead and click Save. And click Save Changes. And if you recognize HTML, this is how their coding is. So you can also code it manually in HTML. So as you remember earlier, this question, question 4, is based on if they answered analysis for question 3. So you have to add a skip logic. So go ahead and click that set conditions icon, and if you look at this, it says you want to look at the previous question that said, what aspects of the survey process do you work on? And then if they select analysis, then it'll show it. So this screen right here is a little bit intimidating, but the way you should read it is that you just read the top and says, only show question 4, what software do you, if this is true. So once you're happy with this, go ahead and click Return to Survey Administration. Okay, so now you have the skip logic. Now let's go ahead and create the fifth question.